7 mistakes that Turo hosts need to avoid if you're just beginning, or maybe you're looking to scale your fleet. Managing and running a fleet of over 20 vehicles for a little over 8 months, I went from 0 to 100 real quick. So I've learned a lot and I'm just documenting my journey. So I want to give you guys just some things that to avoid getting started and kind of give you guys some game on what I've learned, all the research I've done, and a lot of the pain that I've gone through, stress, to be able to just push through. This business has taught me a lot of who I am, how I respond. And that's why I like running biz. But let's talk about this if you are looking to get started as a rental host, or you already started and you're looking to scale and get a few more vehicles. Mistake number 1 is not being available and thinking this is a super passive business. Now, don't get me wrong, you can build systems, hire out teams, but if you're just starting off and you're starting to scale your fleet, and depending whether you've financed the vehicles, leased it, or even paid in cash, depending on where you're at, margins, how you're pricing it in your city, you have to be available. You are in charge of this as a business owner. So don't think this is a passive income source, especially if you don't have foundation, you don't really have too much money pouring in from other avenues to be able to invest. Another reason why I was able to just get into the car game so quick is because, yeah, I built other things in my life, and now we're able to offset and really just test a lot from month to month. So it's been good, it's been prosperous, and it's been a big learning curve every piece of the way. But you have to know that you must be available. And what do I mean by this? Customer service. Just yesterday, we had somebody reach out to one of the guys that's helping us run. You know, he gets all the customers coming in, and that person got into an accident. And they were asking us right away. They're out in California. We're renting out here in Vegas, so they're in a different state. Just got into an accident. They're wondering what they need to do. So they call us to be able to help them and walk them through that. Be available. You're going to have availability. There are emergencies that take place. People will have questions that will make decisions whether they will extend or not. This isn't one of those businesses right off the bat where, hey, it's you hand it off to them and it's completely free. Be available, have top of the line communication, and know that when you're even doing the checkouts and check-ins, that if you don't have a process with contactless drop-offs, whether it's the dropping off or they're dropping it off to you or you're dropping it off to them, or however they're going to pick it up, if you don't have these systems in place right away, it's going to take time to start learning and maneuvering, right? So make sure that you have availability. You might be working a job, full time, and then you're just trying to do this on the side part time. Build things around that to have at least maybe someone else available. But availability is very, very important for this business. It is a business again, and to be able to treat it like a business, it's going to be running. There's going to be people out there with their vehicles for days and weeks ahead, and you're going to need to be available, knowing that this is not a passive income business. Number 2, which leads me into customer service and reviews. Again, communication is big. Customer service is big. I've been in the customer service space for so long. I'm actually going to be launching a video on just like basic FAQs that a lot of people ask in customer service and how to answer that, because maybe you're just getting started. You don't know how to answer certain things. You can always reach out and ask Turo, call them. They're always available. But always having to be there for the guests, because a lot of these people that are getting on, they're brand new. It's their first time. So Turo is growing. A majority of our clientele, over 50% I believe, are pretty much brand new. It's their first time. Or maybe they've done it once and this is their second time, but a majority have been their first time. So customer service and reviews. The reason why we have to have great communication is because it will lead to a great review. A majority of the people we've connected with and had a deeper connection with was there all the time whenever they had questions right away about this service, because they're all brand new. They left us, and it's in direct proportion to a great review onto our profile. We have over 500 plus trips, over 300 plus reviews in 8 months. This is how fast we scaled and grew our portfolio as host out here in Vegas. And I'm sharing you this as a 5.0, like just having great reviews across the board, because we actually care about our clients. We care about the guests. We're there for them. And you have to care for this in your business. Don't just do it just for the money. The money is great. The side hustle is great, but you got to really go into like, what more can you get from this? What more can you develop and learn about businesses and systems? It's a great place to start, and this is going to get you guys to be able to scale your fleet long term. Customer service, reviews, prioritize it. It is the thing that's going to keep you going, especially because it's Turo's platform. And reviews will have a direct proportion, direct correlation with how many bookings you may get and how much bump in the algorithm, because people actually read reviews. They actually care. That's why Yelp, Google reviews are out there. So customer service, reviews, have this. Do not put this last. Have it first. Customers always first. And you'll have a really, really good time running this biz. Number 3 is pricing. Pricing really plays a big role. If you're just starting off, whether it's your account or a brand new car, you want to go a little bit lower. What we did starting off, just so we can get a whole bunch of bookings, is we did really, really cheap drop-offs. Now we're charging a good amount, right? Over $100 for drop-offs. But before, we used to charge way less than that, way less than that amount for drop-offs. So we really just kind of priced our cars pretty low, just so we can get bookings, just so we can start building a profile. Turo, what's so great about it is they actually give you the pricing that they recommend. You can go there, and they also give you the highest recommended, and you can place it there, and Turo will do the calculations based on, hey, there's not that many cars on this platform with this type of vehicle, or it's a busy weekend, so they'll up these prices and they'll actually do it for you. So keep your prices low and make sure that you are, if you're willing and if you have the team and if you're available to do it, offer drop-offs. Really do the pickups and drop-offs and locations. Majority of the people that started booking with us, the first over 50% for the first 3 months, 50%, a majority of those, and we were getting anywhere from like even 16 check-ins, checkouts was our highest at one day. And which was, it was growing. Our business was really growing, especially because it was summertime, right? So during that time over the summer, as we were doing that and we were just growing our account, we did whatever it took to communicate with the customer service, reviews, but also made sure that our pricings were really pretty much evening out with the market, right? When I saw somebody that was lower, we were willing to just lower it down just so we can get the bookings and build up our account. Do not avoid this mistake to try to price super high getting started. Start to really analyze the market. If your car's not getting booked for a week, go back, look at the pricings, check what's there, and then actually use the recommended that Turo gets, and you'll get bookings. And obviously depending on where you're at, what city, the type of vehicle, and this will lead into my next thing. And that's number 4, which is picking the right car. Making sure that you actually do your market research. I would not recommend a Tesla. I just had a friend about telling me there's a ton of Teslas out in where he's at, and it's true, there's a lot, okay? So I would not go to a market that has a ton of competition and buy that specific car. Also, when it's coming to picking the right car, look at your lifestyle, look at your budget, right? If you were to just get started, if you're gonna go out there and you're gonna go, let's say, finance a vehicle, make sure it's within your budget, and that if it gets no bookings, worst case, it gets no booking this month or the next month, are you still able to pay for that monthly car note? This is if you're going the finance route. Right now in this market, I know cars are a lot more expensive, right, in this specific market we're in. But also, if you try to go buy it in cash, and if you have that budget, that's great. Even buying in cash, you still want to be able to make sure you're picking the right vehicle, something that you can maintain, something that people are booking. I wouldn't go too luxury, to be honest. People want to go out there and just go straight to the top and start flexing. Build this as if you were building a business long term. So I'd start off with economy cars. You guys, I have videos on top cars that I choose, so you guys can go ahead, tap into those, check those videos out, and see where you're at, your budget, your lifestyle. Check out and do your market research. Just go onto the Turo app and just start tapping in, just start scrolling, look at the feed, look what's popping up in the feed, and then start looking for specific vehicles that you're looking at in your marketplace. Very, very simple concept. Like I said, low risk, meaning I'd go the economy route, something clean, something nice, something that you can afford monthly payments if it wasn't getting booked, and I'd start from there. Number 5 mistake that I see a lot of hosts make is not taking enough pictures. So take a lot of photos. Take a lot. Our minimum is 200 to 300 photos per vehicle, and a lot of people are like, whoa, that seems way over the top, RC. Well, we're serious about our business. We're serious about making sure things get written off. There's times where we missed angles, and sometimes a photo didn't upload at the pre-trip check-in, and we weren't able to get it written off. And this is what Turo needs in order for us to be able to fight the claim, make sure that, hey, this is what the car looked like beforehand. Turo's very strict on that, and they also look at all the little details, because obviously pictures are worth a lot, right? It says a picture is worth 1,000 words. So take a lot of pictures, angles, up, down, side, we take 200 to 300. Let that be your minimum. We've also had guests that said, wow, we've never seen 200 to 300. We've seen like 7 or 10, but not as much as you guys. And I said, hey, we take our time, our business seriously. But hey, if you want to take some more photos, go ahead. We walk them around. We show them all the different skids or marks from either past renters or what the vehicle had. And they feel good. They feel like, wow, these guys are serious. They're willing to take care of us. They're in a lot of communication. Take a lot of photos. It helps both parties because even the guests can use those photos and they'll know that, hey, I'm going to take care of this vehicle as well. And they see it. They see all the photos that we upload. Take a lot of photos. Do not take the bare minimal. Like I said, if you can at least shoot for 100, great. But we go all around. We run it all through the inside because we want to be able to make sure these vehicles are lasted for the long term. And if anybody makes any mistakes, things happen. I don't like speaking accidents, but we've had it happen quite a few times. We just had one happen yesterday. We want to be able to protect us and make sure that, hey, they pay what they're going to say. I've had people ghosted me from a car that was literally totaled, right? Or considered totaled. I actually just launched a video on that. You guys can check that out. Take a lot of photos. It'll save you a lot of time, a lot of getting away from stress, but take photos. And it's easy on the Turo app when you're checking in. It literally tells you the basic foundation. Go way past that and beyond. Take a lot of photos. Number 6 of this mistake is not having a tracker. Get a tracker. And if you guys want me to refer you guys to a place where I got the best tracker. I've tried so many trackers. Hit me a message, whether it's in the DMs, Facebook, Instagram, all my info is below. Trackers, okay? I'm really close with this one company that has great tracking system for all 20 of our vehicles. I've tried other trackers just so, because there's one of our cars that couldn't take our tracker, which was so weird. We didn't know if it was a car thing. I took that car to the dealership so many times. But it doesn't work for this specific tracker, but all the other vehicles do, okay? And like I said, we have over 20 vehicles and they all work. It's great, real time. I had other ones, but depending on your need and where you're at, go and make sure you have a tracker. We had an instance, and I shot a video on that where we thought our car was pretty much trying to get stolen, right? Or pretty much for over 24 hours. Get a tracker. It'll keep a peace of mind in you, and also it'll save you time. When I get a lot of guests that come in and they're saying, hey, we're 5 minutes down below, but we know they're across town 30 minutes. It'll save us time, peace of mind. I don't know why, but this didn't happen once or twice. Multiple guests have said this to us, and I think it's just a peace of mind on their end when I know they're 30, 40 minutes away, and I even see on my map there's traffic ahead and they tell me they're 5, 10 minutes away. We know that they're just trying to be nice, but it's not the reality. It saves us time. It also shares with us and shows us like, hey, it's been 15 minutes, where are they at? And we see they're still across town, and we know they're gonna extend, reach out and say sorry, bring it right away. Get a tracker. It brings a lot of peace of mind, and it's going to help you on your car rental journey on the Turo platform. Last but not least, it is inspecting your vehicles. We inspect our vehicles after every trip, and the reason why is because we want to make sure it's safe for the next person. We check the basics: tires, brake pads, rotors, oils, fluids. We do a full inspection all around. We have someone that's dedicated to that. Shout out to Eric. I actually shot a video for that, so I'll drop all the videos I'm referring to in the description below, where we actually walk you through everything we do to inspect the vehicles, and also where I'd recommend you guys to go if you don't know too much about vehicles. I personally don't. Thank God I'm around people that do, and we have great connections with body shops, maintenance places as well. We didn't have any of these connections, by the way, when I first started. It took months of getting the right connections. So it takes time, just like every business. Inspect your vehicles, make sure it's safe, and I'll probably do another video on being able to know, or this new thing that Turo just launched on like annual inspections. I had a little disagreement with a few of the hosts there, or a few of customer service reps, talked to multiple people about it, but they just rolled out this new annual inspection. I'll drop down more information on that if you guys are still interested in learning about that stuff. Make sure you're inspecting your vehicles and they're just running well. You want these to run on good oil. You don't want to make sure the engine is malfunction or dies because you didn't maintain the vehicle, right? I mean, you got to take care of that engine inside and also the vehicle on the outside, because you still want to rent nice vehicles to people. People just need a place to go, and some people, even if it's economy, they want the outside to look good. So cover yourself, protect yourself, but make sure you're doing inspections all the time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know, out of all these 7, have you made any mistakes? Have I answered any questions? I know I said there's a lot of videos I reference more in detail on each point, but hopefully if you guys are looking to get started, this gave you some clarity. Any questions, drop them in the comments below. Again, thank y'all so much. God bless you. Have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.